when I last played.
Okay, so speaking of basketball, is it Jayden Daniels?
Jayden Daniels.
Jayden Daniels was sitting courtside. I think at
quarterback
one
of the Commanders. Yes.
The QB, yeah, that was his first. He was a rookie year last year, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so the QB of the Washington Commanders was at a basketball game,
Yeah,
and he was sitting next
tournament.
to JuJu. What's her last name?
Watkins.
JuJu Watkins, who's a beast. He plays college basketball, and it's a video going viral where they're chatting it up, courtside, having a good old time. Then Mama Daniels comes and sits in between.
Yeah, she said she broke that up.
And everybody's speculating because Mama Daniels has a history of being overly, well, not overly, protective of her son when it comes to females. She said that's her number one fear. And I can understand. She don't want her son getting with a gold digger. But that's not what JuJu Watkins is. She had. You know how they be like, I love her because she got her own.
Right.
She has her own.
She didn't say gold digger per se.
That's what she means.
That's just another one on the list. Also, one.
Why would you not want your son to have a love life?
Also, one that she doesn't approve of because she is also his agent.
But you don't have to approve of his lover because they're not loving you. You can be cool with them, but ultimately, don't you want?
It sound right?
No, don't you want your son to find happiness? It don't necessarily have to be who you think is attractive or who you think you like their family or you don't like the way she speaks to me or she.
So Maria, if your son brings home the wrong one, you're not gonna tell her?
Why? How would I know?
You're not gonna tell him?
Who's he wrong for? Me? Or who's she wrong for? Me? I'm not.
Quick question.
I'm not dating them.
Our son is about to get drafted, and he's sitting there on the couch, on our couch.
Ryan over there laughing already,
with a young lady, and she in front of the camera, kissing him. Tonguing and when they trying to look at his
kissing and tonguing, what are you talking about?
Is she not understanding?
This is a family show.
When I'm mentioning, and she's hogging the spotlight, you ain't going in and mush her like they do on the draft day.
Whose spotlight is she hogging? Mine? That's his mother?
No, Izzy's, our sons. You mean to tell me you're not gonna have no input on our son? On who he chooses to be with?
When a child gets to a certain age, that's their life to live. I might say,
I'm glad this is being streamed and on TV.
Ain't nobody gonna pull this up in 10 years.
Is he? Major Cribs.
No, what I'm saying
is you get to have this as footage to show your mother and be like, you said you weren't gonna butt in. Because you use it.
I understand a mother being protective of any child, right? Especially when it's a lot of money on the line. But if he didn't have this wealth, would you be as concerned of who he's dating? Don't you want your son to be happy? And then one thing I will say,
it ain't got nothing to do with
when it comes to my own relationship, when the parent is overbearing like that, sometimes things aren't going right in their relationship or they don't have a relationship of their own to focus on. So I don't know Mama Daniels. I don't know her relationship status, if she's married, if she's dating, if she's out there mingling.
Shot to me.
No. I'm just saying. I've noticed within my own marriage, my own relationship, when the parents are occupied, they having a good old time. They're not worried about what their kids are doing. They're not up in their kids' business like that.
Mama Daniels is his agent.
But what about this though? And that's great. You're the agent. But he also has to have a life of his own. And maybe he doesn't mind it. But if you raise your son, which I believe I raised Kamora in Israel to make good decisions. We've been talking about how people's character and their integrity since they were kids. So I would hope that when they get older and they mature and they finally able to, choose their own mate, that they would probably pick something that mom and dad would be okay with, thinking about what we talked about all their life. But I'm thinking when it comes to that viral clip, maybe JuJu was just sitting next to him right quick. And then Mama came back to get her seat because she went to the bathroom or to get some eat or something like that.
Mama Daniels was
Mama
right.
JuJu.
She was sitting right on the other side of him. There was an empty seat in between Jayden Daniels and Mama Daniels. And then she came down, JuJu, and unencumbered, not tripping, and just sat in between. And they was hitting it off. It seemed like they were having good conversation. It seemed like they were auditioning. Hold on, Maria. Hold on. Mm-hmm. It seemed like they were auditioning for Love and Basketball. Mm-hmm. I mean, that looked like Omar Epps and Sanaa Lathan. The remake, the 2.0.
I would hate to be Jayden Daniels' woman, because say he is really dating someone and he's in a relationship somewhere.
Hey, we apologize. But hey, he's a celebrity.
Maybe Mama Daniels was coming to somebody's defense. Like, hold on, wait a minute. The optics don't look good. I know he's with someone or seeing someone. Let me scoot up in here between this because this could look bad.
Okay,
because
Ryan,
she is his
if
agent.
your mom comes in between you and somebody that you're potentially trying to talk to,
right?
Would you be like, "Oh, mom," like, would you say something?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I would be so upset.
How would that go? Because that's your mom, right? You don't want to dishonor her.
I'm not dishonoring her. I get your point, but
go ahead.
I would just tell her, "What are you doing? Get out of the way." And I would hope she knows not to do that. And I know she wouldn't.
You do that
thankfully,
you would say it in front of JuJu, like say you were Jayden.
Yeah. Okay.
Jayden, excuse me.
No, I just give my mom the look, like,
what you doing?
What are you doing? Like, move.
Like, come on, scoot over.
Like, where you blocking?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say. Can I say that on? I'm bad.
But
that's what I have a post edit for.
Okay.
Right, there you go. But I just, you know, it seems like he understands what his mom is doing. So, you know, there's no problem with that. Maybe it was innocent, and maybe we just need to calm down because it wasn't nothing. Maybe
she went to the restroom, came back. JuJu was in her seat, and then she eventually got in between them and sat back down in her seat. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's talk a little.